You might see gymnasts doing fast sprints, acrobatic skills on the floor, or sticking to their dismount from the high bars that have a significant load on their legs. None of these could be done without the proper basics, that's for sure. In this video, I'm going to show you the top 3 leg exercises for beginners that are highly recommended before you're even thinking about using weights. Yes, I believe that after a certain level, it's recommended to use weights for leg training, but let's just not make the mistake that most people do with any type of training. Jumping right into the more advanced exercises and having injuries that destroys your motivation. You need to get to the level where you start using weights, and you need to make sure that you have the right joint mobility, stability, range of motion and technique. Gymnasts are notorious about their thorough warm-up and joint preparation process. This is really important for high-level performance and avoiding injuries in the long run. I already talked about joint preparation in my previous videos, and now it's time to talk about the basics in terms of lower body strength, so let's see the top 3 recommended leg exercises. The first exercise is the regular bodyweight squat. This is a fundamental movement pattern that everyone should be able to perform. If you take a look at kids playing, you see how easily they can squat, and back in the day, this was the case for most of us. But I know there are many people who simply just forgot how to squat due to the sedentary lifestyle. To be able to squat, you need mobile ankles, full knee flexion without pain, proper hip mobility, and core stability. This movement should be as simple as it seems. Squat down in full range of motion, keeping your heels on the ground with straight back. You can raise your arms in front of your body for better stability. The full range of motion squat is what you need to strive for. Since you can load your muscles in the full range of motion, the lower end point of the squat is the most stable position for your knees, and most importantly, you should only load this pattern with weights if you have the movement right with your body weight. Since everyone has different hip anatomy, you should try different feet positions. You might be able to do it in hip width straddle with parallel feet, or slightly wider with your feet looking out. If you feel like your ankle mobility is lacking, you can elevate your heels or use rings to do the squat in an angle that is more beneficial for immobile ankles, but I highly recommend to work on your ankle mobility specifically and address the other issues you might experience. You can find joint preparation videos about the ankle, but if you want me to make a more detailed video about the regular squat, let me know in the comments. The minimum recommended rest for the squats is 15 in 3 sets with the right implementation. I suggest to use weights only after that. Once you use weights, the goblet squat is a great first choice that many people can do at home with a kettlebell or dumbbell. The second exercise is the reverse lunges. This is a unilateral exercise that requires more coordination and strength since you are working on one leg at a time. It can be done 2 ways, with keeping your knee above the ankle or letting the knee move forward. Both implementations work the glutes, quads and hamstrings, but the first implementation is easier on the knees and will work the glutes more. If you let your knee move forward, you will feel your quads working more, and it's also great for mobilizing the ankle. During both implementations, your hips should look forward, you need to keep your back straight, and your knee can slightly touch the ground to ensure the full range of motion. Because of the backward step, the reverse lunge requires and improves hip mobility. This exercise, especially the second implementation, will definitely be a step up compared to the regular squat, building your strength towards the more advanced unilateral exercises such as the shrimp squat or pistol squat. In the beginning, you can use rings for assistance, and later on, you can raise your opposite arm for keeping the balance. I recommend to do at least 15 reps each leg in 3 sets with the right implementation before you start using weights. For weighted implementation, you can use 2 dumbbells next to your body or a kettlebell or dumbbell in the same position as in the goblet squat. The third exercise is the Kozak squat. This is also a unilateral exercise which helps to mobilize the ankles and the hips by providing a pistol squat-like load to your legs. When you do it properly, it creates a complete knee flexion and is great for mobilizing the hips with stretching the adductors and hamstrings. With proper implementation, it creates a complete hip flexion as well. It strengthens the lower body muscles greatly, especially the quads, hamstrings and glutes. Of course, other muscles also take part in the movement by stabilizing. Let's see the key points of this exercise. Stand in wide stance. Your feet need to look approximately 45 degrees to the side. The straddle is probably going to be wider than you think first. From here, squat down to one side with straight back. Your heel needs to stay on the ground. Your knees movement should follow the line of your toes. Try to squat down as deep as you can. The best if your hamstrings touch your calf. Keep your passive leg straight. Your knee needs to look up. You can point your feet or flex. Keep your body vertically with straight back. You can touch the ground with your hands when you squat down or elevate your arms in front of your body. It's important to squat down only until your body lets you, don't bounce. The beauty of this exercise is that if you do it consistently, the mobility and strength will improve by themselves. If you're lacking ankle mobility, you can also elevate your heel. In the beginning, you can do it in a small range of motion, and as you work on it more, you'll be able to descend lower and lower. In the full range of motion, the load is almost similar to the pistol squat on your active leg, so it's a great bodyweight leg exercise. I recommend to do at least 10-15 reps each leg in 3 sets before you start using weights or you want to work on more intensive bodyweight leg exercises. Once you're using weight, you can use a kettlebell or dumbbell with the same position as the goblet squat. If you need help with joint preparation, mobilization or stabilization exercises, check out my previous videos on the channel. If you're interested in some typical gymnast leg exercises, I'll put those videos on the end screen, but if you want to build your entire physique, focusing on all joint preparation exercises, gymnast strength workouts and routines done by thousands of people worldwide, download the Gymnastics Method app in the App Store or Google Play Store, become a member and get full access to all programs, tutorials, series and much more. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more, and now check out the other gymnast leg exercise videos on the end screen.